Hi, please, levez la main. Donc, comme vous pouvez voir, on a eu la chance, as you can see, sorry, we had the chance to be a very diverse group with a representative of Mali, Madagascar, Mongolia, and India. So I think we had a very fruitful discussions on the issue of sustainability of farmers' organizations. So we tackled this issue by looking at the experiences of these four countries with the lens of sustainability. So for Madagascar, first we looked at the role that IC played as an external facilitator for farmers' organization to be set up with the idea in mind to promote the financial sustainability of the farmers' organization. We had a discussion about what financial sustainability means. Can we really talk about financial sustainability when finance is, in more or less all cases, provided by external sources of finance and not internally? But still, one of the goals to reach financial sustainability, if it can be said so, is to develop the capacity of the farmers' organization to access funds. In that sense, the basis or the condition for financial sustainability are set. It's in this capacity to access, and it's not a permanent state, one could say, and to negotiate to access these funds. And what would be the ideal case is that as much as possible in terms of financing of the farmers' organization is the result of fees that are provided either by membership or by services that are provided by the farmers' organization, but also transaction as a percentage of the production that is being sold by the farmers who are part of this farmers' organization and that go back to this farmers' organization to sustain it. And of course, a big part of this will come from other sources of finance. We also talked about the issue of sustainability, and sustainability is not only in terms of financial aspect, but it's got really three pillars, or I'm sure even more. But we talked about social and also the marketing sustainability. Social sustainability refers to the rooting or the social basis of farmers' organization, that they really have to be representative of their members. And marketing sustainability refers to the capacity of farmers' organization to market the product of farmers. Then regarding India, there we have quite a different scenario where, because of the scale of this organization, farmers' organizations are able to hire professionals who manage this organization. So there is a division of labor between farmers who are members and professionals who manage their organization. And that really gives the capacity to this organization to access funds and to develop the organization in a much better way than good farmers do, because they're not professional and they have to give their time to other activities. But nevertheless, farmers always control this farmers' organization. But that's a good basis for sustainability, if the critical mass is there. And that also depends, but this I will go a bit later to the value chain that we're talking about. Then in Mongolia, that's again another case and scenario. There are some business development service providers that are being promoted and that are funded by donors and farmers themselves. The problem is that these business development service providers, they do not provide services in terms of advisory services, technology and innovation for the farmers. So there we see there is a gap, basically, that is not being filled because the public sector has withdrawn from the public, from the RAS basically. So there we're in a situation where business services are being provided, but the production side is not being covered. Finally, Mali. Farmers' organizations are very influential at the political level, which also runs the risk for farmers' organizations to be divided by politicians when they become stronger, but they are very vulnerable in financial terms. So that means, and again we came to this conclusion with Madagascar, that realistically to talk about financial sustainability is maybe misleading, and that one should find another concept, because in many countries the margin of farmers to contribute to the sustainability of their organization is far too low. So that's not an objective that should realistically be sorry. We followed. Okay, what are the lessons learned? As I mentioned before, scale matters. And the value chains that we're talking about also matters for sustainability of this organization. As was illustrated by the case of India, there a certain level of sustainability was being reached because farmers' organizations have a huge quantity of members. So scale matters, and value chain, the more value-adding, important added value you have, the more chances for sustainability you have as well. And then good governance really matters for farmers' organization, because if you don't have internal, solid, transparent organizations, then they're going to be weak from inside, and they're never going to be sustainable. That has got to do with the social sustainability of farmers' organization. And they also have to be accountable to their members, that's part of the good governance, and to ensure that the flow of information goes back to their members, especially for activities that are linked to the policy, dialogue, and development. And then this is the gender aspect. Cross-cutting. Lily came to visit us, so we had to put that. Local farmers' organizations led by women are more active and have better capacities. In not all our cases, but in Madagascar, that's strongly the case, and a little bit in Mali too, but only at the local level, because at the regional level, women don't have the capacity or the authorization to move around. So that only applies in some cases. As a cross-cutting, you also have to be careful and not to put it as a generalization. And then going to the issues to be explored, we have two proposals. One is about the combination of financial services at the local level with RAS. It seems that it's a key issue. We talk on the one hand often about financial services, we talk about RAS, but to put them together to see how financial services can contribute to RAS is key and needs to be further explored. For the national level, it seems that the capacity of farmers' organizations to lobby is also a key issue to explore, because that's one of their very important mandates